I'm back. And the message is to dream it into existence. Dreaming it into existence. Feeling it into existence. Knowing that it exists without actually seeing it. And my father would often use the Bible passage of we walk by faith and not by sight. And that's what dreaming something into existence is. I just made a post. If you check my last post, the story that goes to the last post that I just posted is being told right now. Okay? So, my last post shows me dressed, walking into an event. And then the next frame is some beautiful space with awnings at some oceanside estate. I am a speaker. This is what I do professionally. And I have been doing events online. However, I said out loud, I actually want to speak on the island of Hawaii more. I am seeking to be more in the space to which I live. And then there's times in the year that I travel. Most of summer, I will be away from the island for the events that I am speaking at. However, I thought out loud, like, what can I do in this moment? What can I do in this moment that can open the space for me to speak on the island? And I say this often. What can you do in this moment? What can you do to feel better? What can you do to show up better? What can you do to allow yourself space? So, I went to Google and I went to the Hawaii Chamber of Commerce website. Just because my thought was the Hawaii Chamber of Commerce has all of these local business owners that I could speak to or ask, are you having an event? Do you need a speaker? And I'm the daredevil. I am the daredevil. I don't know if you know, but I am. So when I went to the website, what I saw was, thank you for the likes, I saw that there was an event that night in 4 hours. And my mind started going, hey, what's up, what's up, what's up? My mind, the crank started turning in my head like, okay. So as I was reading about the event was a black tie fundraiser that was that same day within 4 hours of when I was on the website. And I love crashing an event. I had spoken about this in one of my other lives, how I've crashed weddings. I will walk into events. However, I need to be at that event. And this is where the crank started turning. Okay, I see on the website there's an event tonight. Okay. And a table is $7,500. Okay, just a regular ticket is $250. I'm going to this event. Someone in the event needs to hear my voice. There's someone I need to network with. All I know is I am going to be in this event. And I remember phoning one of my friends that we had moved to London together. She's lived all over the world. I have lived many places. And I called her and I said, yo, Brie, I got this idea. She was like, what's up, Hope? I said, I was trying to network and I went on to the Chamber of Commerce website and then I see there's a black tie event tonight. She was like, so you're going? Of course I'm going to go. I'm looking, I have a few formal black dresses now. Of course I'm going to go. Yes. I already can envision it in my mind when I am there. So she's like, of course, go, Hope. I'm right there with you, girl. I'm in there with you with my spirit. I'm there. I can't wait to hear the stories you will have tomorrow. Have fun, go. Now, I had no ticket. And I had previously informed you that a table was $7,500. And I make it happen. Manifest, I got to make it happen. And I dream of, what if this is it? So I got to make it happen. I don't care about the cost of the table. I actually don't care about any of this. Something inside of me says this is where you go. This is the lesson. If this is the video game, this is King Koopa Troopa. If anyone has played Mario Brothers, this is when you hear I was at that part. That's the part I was at. Okay, Hope, let's go. Let's go. So the event was in 4 hours. It takes me about half an hour to drive to where the event was taking place. Once again, this is an event, a fundraising event for all of the business owners on the island of Hawaii for this event. And it's this big event. It's great. Fantastic. I always have a great formal dress waiting, as any goddess would. So I went into my closet. I picked out 3 different outfits. And I had said, okay, do I want to do this? Do I want to do this? I have this beautiful vintage gown, or I have this gown. Oh, no, I'm wearing this. This makes me feel the best. And I will only wear what makes me feel the best. Because that's that armor, that's that shield, that's that thing that you need when you walk in and you know you're shining. You know you are shining. You know people are going to come and say, you look great. Of course I do. I know. Thank you. And I already know. I tell myself I look great before you do, and yours is a bonus. Thank you. So I put on this beautiful beaded caftan that I purchased while I was in Costa Rica last year. And I felt it. I felt good. And I put on the earrings that I bought from this boutique, the same boutique I purchased the caftan in Costa Rica from. Oh, I felt good. I put on some fragrance oils that I picked up when I was in New Delhi. And my favorite fragrance that is only sold in, it's either the Milan airport or the Geneva airport. And it's the only place that I can find this oud, but it's delicious. So I have my armor on. I have the vision in mind. I am wearing the additional push that I need, and I'm smelling like a majestic being. Like I have all the components. I did not receive the bike. I have all the components I need in this moment. And again, I don't have a ticket. I'm not on a list. Typically, I could call someone and say, hey, I'm coming to this event. I'm like raw dogging this. This is pure. This is what I'm meant to do in this day. So I get in my car and I tell myself as I'm driving, I am so excited I've done this. I'm meant to be in there. The beauty that is coming from who I meet while I'm there. I'm saying this out loud. And I'm sharing this because that's how serious it is for me. You got to speak yourself into this next self. It doesn't just show up. It's purposeful. It's planned. It's rehearsed. And then it's happening before it happens. So I drive to this hotel and I valet my car. And I remember as I was giving my keys to the valet, my voice was kind of shaky, which is unheard of. I don't get nervous. And I said, where is the Chamber of Commerce event? And I was, pardon me. I said, whoa, I have some fear. That's great. That's the motivating factor, Hope. When I feel that, I know this is for me. I know this is for me. So now I gotta go. And in fact, thank you. In fact, nervousness and excitement within the body are the same exact thing. The body doesn't know the difference until you label it. So if you say I'm nervous, your brain will relate it to being nervous. If you say I'm excited, your brain will relate it to being excited. It's the same thing. I'm excited. I'm not nervous. So I valet my car and I sashay through the lobby. And again, this is my last post. I just posted it not even 10 minutes ago. And then I hear the music. And then outside of the hall, I see the tables. And I see the gift bags on the tables. And I see a bar outside. I think there was 2 bars outside. And I see someone with a list at the table. That did not faze me in the slightest. Because when you walk with a cadence, when you walk in full expectation of this is where I'm going, no one will stop you. Or at least no one stopped me. No one stopped me because I walked right in that bad boy. I walked right in, past the little tables, past the person with the list. I need to be in there. Someone in there, it's a part of my destiny for me to meet them. So boom, I'm in. I made it. Plus 100 points. I'm in the event. I did not buy the ticket. I'm in the event. And I look around and it is business owners and there's several local restaurants who have catered the event and showcasing their food. And I don't look for anyone in particular. Because I believe what's destined to me is always attracted to me. It's not about me chasing it. It's always coming to me. Hi, Freddie. It's always coming to me. I attract exactly what I need. So I don't need to look out for any specific person. The person will come to me. The conversation will start. And then within the moment, I will know, oh, this is why. This is why. So, of course, there was about 4 people that came up to me and said, your outfit is fantastic. I said, oh, I thank you. I appreciate that. Which, of course, feeling good, smelling good, looking great, of course. Why not? Why not me? Again, that's always running in my mind. Why not me? And so the food at the event, I actually wasn't really hungry and I don't drink alcohol. So I remember a server coming up to me saying, hey, would you like a drink? I said, yes. What do you have that's without alcohol? Good morning, Terry. This is a great story. So he said, well, what would you like? I said, I love fizzy. I love a sparkling water. I love fizzy. I love citrus. Not too sweet, but I love lime. I love citrus. I love hibiscus. I love elements of vanilla. Like I'm crafting this drink. You can give me soda water with an orange slice and vanilla syrup. Boom. There you go. Put a mint leaf. I'm great. He said, okay, I'm going to craft something for you. So the server walks to one of the 6 bars that is in the event. I believe there's 2 outside and 4 inside. And I walk outside just to sit. They had the table for the silent auction, and I was looking at all the gifts and all of the items that are up for auction. And I grab one of the programs, one of the booklets, and I have a seat. And as I'm sitting, I'm thinking, wow, hope you did it. Like, okay, all right, I did it. I'm here. And as I'm thinking about this, the server comes over to me and presents me with my non-alcoholic concoction. I say thank you. I'm grateful for your ability to create this. He said thank you and you're welcome. Enjoy. He disappears. As he disappears, he's actually blocking my view of what's in front of me. And it's not until he walks away that I see this photo booth. And I see this photo booth, and I love a photo booth. I love a photo booth as much as I love my sparkling water. If I go to a wedding or an event and there's a photo booth, I may spend more time at the photo booth than the actual event, because they have the glasses and the props, and I'm a talker, and people come over to the photo booths. Like, you have to understand, I do this for real, okay? I'm ready to talk. I'm at the photo booth. I like to take the pictures, and from my modeling past, I'll say, how about you do this? How about you do this? Here, use this. I love all of that. It's so much fun. So as I'm at the photo booth, and I like my own photos at the photo booth, I take some pictures at the photo booth. And there's two lively gentlemen working the photo booth. One's name is Jonathan. And he reminds me kind of Dave Grohl from the Foo Fighters. I don't know if anyone is aware of the Foo Fighters, but he gave Foo Fighters Dave Grohl energy. And then the other gentleman gave a non-memorable energy. Here's the moral of the story. Be memorable, because then in any story, someone can remember you. So one was memorable, the other was not. And the Foo Fighters guy, that's what I'm going to refer to him as, was memorable because he was just as engaging and helpful. And hey, we have a props table. Did you look at the props table? You have to get a prop. You have to get a prop. You can't take a picture without the prop. Like, he was just as engaging. I loved it. Don't you see? I love this. I love this. So I begin to take pictures, and then I'm like, let's jazz this up. Let me take this off. Let me do this. Can we adjust that light? Like, I start being the artistic director, which you can't really do. It's just a photo booth. Like, there's only so much you can do. So as I'm taking the pictures, this beautiful woman walks up to the photo booth. As I'm exiting my 4th round of taking pictures. And she says, it looks like you're really enjoying taking the photos. I said, girl, I am. I love this. I love photo booths, and I go off into this whole thing because I love photo booths. And it just shows. Like, this is always me. The energy is like this all the time. It can be a bit daunting. Sometimes I talk and people like jump, like, I didn't mean to scare you, but that's just, it's just the energy I carry. So she's saying, that's great. It's my photo booth. I said, whoa, it's your photo booth? She was like, yeah, I actually have 3 of them. I said, that is so cool. 3 photo booths? Tell me about it. Because I love to hear other human beings' experiences. It leads to my speaking. It leads to me truly being integrated in how they see the world. And it leads to an opening of a space of a friendship. Instead of saying, how are you doing? Or how is your day? No. Tell me about this. What brought the inspiration? How did you think of the props that you wanted to use? How long have you been doing this? The questions start. And she was as chatty as me. So we're there chatting, taking pictures. She said, what's your name? I said, my name is Hope. What's your name? She said, my name is Jamie. I said, Jamie, we're a great fit. You're a great person. You can engage in conversation with me. I love it. She's like, same here, Hope. Let's go sit down and have a beverage. I said, great, because I still have my beverage in my hand. We sit at a table and we begin to talk. And she shares with me how, thank you for the rose, how she has this photo booth and how she also has a mobile bar unit where she has purchased old U-Hauls, gutted the U-Hauls, and actually has everything you need for a full bar. And she has a staff, so if it was a wedding or an event, you can have a full bar from this redone U-Haul. Very cool. Loved it. Loved it. Of course you would be attracted into my space. Of course you would. I said, well, so that's what brought you to the event? She said, yeah. And you know, Hope, here's the crazy thing. I'm working this event, but I feel terrible. Why do you feel terrible? She said, I'm working the event, but I didn't buy a ticket. And I pulled out $2,000 to compensate the organizer for the event because it's me and my 3 other colleagues and I haven't bought a ticket. And I said, whoa. You're in the event. You are in the event currently. And you are desperate to buy a ticket. And I'm here at the event, not even thinking about buying a ticket. But the point is, we're both in the event. So it's regardless of my determination to get in and her determination, even though she was working the event, her company was working the event, she wanted to pay for a ticket. I said, that's the beauty of humanity. That's the beauty of people. We are both here for 2 completely different reasons. But also, you desperately want to buy the ticket. I'm not thinking about the ticket, but we're here. She says, what do you mean you didn't buy a ticket? I said, no, I walked in. I've been here for like 25 minutes. She was like, you walked in? I said, yeah. I saw this advertised on the Chamber of Commerce website. I've been known to walk into an event, and I just felt pulled here because there was someone I needed to meet. And now I trust my intuition. So I just went. I dared myself. She said, wow. Yeah, you are cool. All right, let's walk around the event and see who we can see. So we walked around the event and we did a little 2-step. We danced. We had the light sticks. I grabbed 2 goodie bags because 2 is always better than 1. And then she said, Hope, you are so cool. Would you like to come to the house and we'll just talk for a little bit more? I said, yeah, you're really cool. Sure. Why not? And we had an enjoyable evening. And I told her, you were who I was supposed to meet. She said, what? I said, listen, I've just newly stepped into my goddess role. And one of the gifts of my goddessness is my intuition and listening. And I'm a very determined individual. I will make it work. And I just know and I believe. And when I saw this event, I did not have the tickets. I did not know anyone. And something said, go, 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 go. So I got dressed and I came. And it was you that I was supposed to meet. She said that makes sense because actually I wasn't going to show up. And I decided to come and support my team. And I'm so glad I came because I met you. I said, this is it. Okay. I thought it was going to be a handsome gentleman, and that's okay. They're always around. They're always circling around. However, I am enthralled that it is you. We exchanged information and kept in touch. Fast forward a month later, this same woman calls me. And she called me last minute for an event. And I picked up the phone and I said, "Hey, what's up, Jamie?" And she was like, "Hope, I need you." I said, "Of course you do. That's why you call on Hope. Of course you need me. That's what I do." She said, "No, you don't understand. I had this intense pull to call you because through an interesting chain of events, I have met one of these local business owners who is selling his estate and moving off of the island of Hawaii." I said, "Oh, okay." And she said, "So I have an unlimited budget for this event," because she's also an event planner. "I have an unlimited budget." And when I was told you have an unlimited budget, I want it classy, I want it high energy, I want only top shelf liquor, I want the best floral arrangements, I want the best live music, I want, she said, "I thought of you. I'm calling you because I need you at that event." I said, "Okay, yeah, I've already said yes, but what am I doing? Would you like me to, I'm a speaker. Would you like me to deliver an address? Would you, she was like, sure, I need your energy there. So your speaker's rate, whatever it is, it's already, I'm paying you just for your energy to be there." Perfect. Perfect. That's exactly what you should be doing. If I'm not there, nothing's there. If I'm not there, the energy's not there. You got all these boring people, you need me there. I talk to everyone and can, absolutely. Still, if you want me to deliver an address, just let me know a little about what's going on so I can be prepared. She said, sure. However, you'll know what to say. You always know what to say. That just goes through you. And your energy creates the element. This is why I'm calling you. And you will be there. I will send you all the details. I hung up the phone and I began to cry. I began to cry. And this expression was just a release of emotion. I won't even label it. It wasn't a sad cry. It was just like, whoa. Remember that thing, that voice, that pull that said sneak into that event? And now 4 weeks later, someone is paying you your speaker's fee just to be there. When I speak of seeing it before it's there, this is it. This is it. And I've seen creators on TikTok talk about being delusional, and I've done it so many times. However, it never ceases to amaze me in how it's delivered. Because this just wasn't a backyard event. This was a huge event put on his personal estate to the effect of him having a separate space where you parked, and he had hired like a a Sprinter, like a Mercedes Sprinter. So you park your car, you jump in the Sprinter, it drops you off at the estate. And then from the estate, you enter into this lush estate. And because this person who's now leaving the island loved Ferrari and had 2 Ferraris, he supplied everyone with Ferrari hats. Matter of fact, that's a great prop. Let me grab the hat. So, because he was a lover of Ferrari, he end the event. Look at all this hair. I don't know. I'm gonna make it work, but it's kind of difficult with with the hair on my head. But it matches with the jacket. So, Ferrari hats. There was about 10 boxes full of these Ferrari hats that were passed out to the guests. And they were all around the estate on different tables, as well as Ferrari shirts and Ferrari memorabilia, because this business owner was such a patron of Ferrari. And then the organizer, who is now my personal friend, she said, okay, I just want you to be the face, because these are all his personal friends. This isn't random people. This is a distinct list. And I want your face, I want your voice to be the first thing they see when they enter the estate, when they enter this private event, when they enter. I want them to see you and just for you to greet them. Your energy, Hope. I said, I get it. You keep repeating this energy thing. I get it. Okay. So everyone who came, and I do love to talk. I love to engage. Hey, I'm so happy you're here. My name is Hope, and I know you're going to have the best time tonight. I know it. I can feel it. And the people that would enter are like, wow, yeah, who is this girl? They didn't, I understood her vision, because yes, I do create an energy. And even from those individuals I met, I've already booked events through these people. So all of this was symbiotic. All of this was working together. All of this was the fact that I said yes. All of this, thank you for the likes and thank you for the share. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. All of this came from the simple fact that I decided to say yes. I didn't decide to say, that'll never work. I didn't decide to say, nah, I'm not, that's crazy. I didn't decide to say, tonight's not the best night. I felt something, and I chose to say yes to the initial event that then led to the event where the person just called and said, I need your energy at this event. And at the end of the event, I just looked at the space after giving a word, after I danced. Of course, I had to dance. The band was great. It was funky. None of these people are dancing. I'm going to dance. I'm here in this beautiful white dress. The least you can do is see Hope dance. That's a spectacle in itself. I'm going to dance. I'm going to enjoy, because this is the time to rejoice. This is that thing called manifesting. This is that thing called a blessing. This is that thing called a dream realized. This is that thing called a miracle. Whatever you want to call it, I'm seeing it. And I'm in awe. simply because I said yes. And the point is to say yes. Of course they did. I am the goddess. I'm the bringer of the beautiful women. So the girls came up like, I just saw, you are so beautiful. I saw you spinning and having a good time. I just knew I had to dance of course. That's what I do. Do you understand me? That's what I do. That is what I do. I'm having a great time. Whether you come up and dance or not, I'm in my own world and I'm enjoying it. Honey, I'm going to dance, okay? Dancing is so healing. However, I have a lot to dance for. I created this 5 weeks ago. I created this dance unknowingly 5 weeks ago when I said, you know what, something says go to this event. I don't have a ticket. Go. I didn't even think about that. I just said yes. And how often the immediate response to ourselves is no. Exactly. I am the dance floor. The dance floor is grateful for me. Listen, that's how the dance floor was praying for me to be on it. That's why. Everybody else is looking around. I wish I would dance, but I'm too embarrassed. I want to dance, but I don't want people to see me. If I wanted to dance, maybe I would dance, but not today. Man, I'm not doing any of that. I'm dancing, okay? You are going to be inspired. And if you don't, something's wrong with you. Something's wrong. I told my niece this. She's 13. Anytime you have a chance to dance, do it. Do it. Anytime. Anytime I get into an elevator with my niece, as soon as the door closed, I just start doing a 2-step. I said, come on, listen. Come on. And then when we get to the floor and the door opens, I say, okay, let's go back to regular life. But it's that memory of, you got to remember to dance. Dance for yourself. You made it in this day. Why am I not going to dance? In fact, the blessing is you seeing me dance. Your life has increased infinitely because you got to see me do a 2-step. Thank you. I always have my red nails. And this is a special red. I have my friends bring it from Brazil because it's not sold in the U.S. However, I digress. Dance. And I love red. It's vibrant. It's me. Through all of these things, when I come on and I tell you these stories, I have found me. And that's what it's about. Data collecting. I'm just collecting data for building the most perfect life for me. If it doesn't work, okay, great. That's not for me. Let me find what's for me. I've had every colored nails. French manicure, pink, yellow, green, whatever. I love red. It's the perfect color for me. It speaks to me. I feel sexiest in it. My sexiest outfit is my clean body outside the shower, oiled up, red nails, red toenails, baby, watch out. That is the most perfect outfit, okay? You see, I love this. I've figured it out because this thing for me called life is data collecting. And I laugh a lot, especially at myself. Being a flight attendant for 15 years, my sole duty was to figure it out. Figure out what works for me. Figure out where I want to live. Figure out how I want to show up. Figure it out. Try on everything until you say, you know what? Yeah, this is it right here. I don't need to try on anything. I don't even need to have it tailored. This is it. That's the point. Just data collect until you have the perfect recipe for you. And if you need to add a little seasoning, then you add some seasoning. But there becomes a point where you know what works for you. And I remember my mom, when I was hired to be a flight attendant, and they knew I was going to do it. We traveled a lot as a family. I've always loved traveling, and I always wanted to live outside the country. And she said, listen, I am proud of you. And do it. Live, experience, date. Go live life. Because then you will know when it's time to settle down. And when you settle down, you will completely settle. But don't do it a minute before. Go live, especially as a woman. It's imperishable for your existence. I said, thank you, Mom. I will do just that, which I have. However, I always dreamed, and I knew instinctually, I'm going to live in London. I didn't know how. I just knew that I would. It's not about the how. Forget the how. The how isn't up to you. Yeah. Yes. My mother, yes. And her birthday's in 2 days. I'm going to see her. It's not about the how. I didn't know how I was going to live in London, but I knew I was going to live in London. I didn't know how I was going to live in Paris, but I knew I was going to live in Paris. I didn't really care to live in New York, and I wanted a chapter of my life's book to be in New York, and I lived in New York. It's not about the how. It's about the constant, yeah, it will happen. It's not up for me to know how. It's not up to me to know why I have this push to go to this event that I see that's posted on this website 4 hours before. It's about me listening and knowing. I trust that. I want to be wearing this Ferrari hat or have this story to share if I didn't trust what I felt. And there becomes a point where you just trust it. You just trust it. And you know. And that could be something outside ourselves. That could be, some people call it an angel. That could be, some people would call it an ancestor. That could be, some people would call it a spirit. Whatever you label it. It's not about the labeling of it. It's essentially that same thing. It's that knowing of, I don't know, but yeah, I'm following. Yeah, sure. And it always comes around full circle. It always comes around where I can look back and say, oh, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, now I'm connecting the dots. Because I'm reminded of a quote that says, life is lived backwards, but it's lived going forward, but it's understood going backwards. If you look from the back end, you see how all the dots connect and all the people connect, and the heartbreak led to this, which actually pushed you to this, and rearrange. It's always working out for your favor. And you have to listen. And you have to listen. It's just like the engine in the Ferrari. It has a unique sound. You know the difference between a Ferrari and a Ford Fiesta. They have very different sounds when the engine comes on. Completely different. And side note, I use that reference because while I was living in London, I had gone out on a date with this gentleman who had this cherry red convertible Ferrari. And so we got in the car, his Ferrari, and I have quite strong arms. I'm like Superwoman. I'm kind of muscly. And as I swung the door open, I heard scratch! And I had scratched the bottom of his convertible cherry red Ferrari door on the sidewalk. And he looked with such a emphasis in his eyes that I've never seen replicated on any gentleman's face that has ever been in my presence. And he said exactly that. Hope, this is a Ferrari, not a Ford Fiesta. So that came full circle too. Sorry, guy. I don't even remember your name, but it added to my story, so I'm grateful for you. However, you know the difference between the sound of a Ferrari engine. It's distinctive. It purrs. It's captivating. It's elusive. I'm a storyteller. What can I say? As I say, everything in life is for me to use in some way. Being a speaker, that's perfect. And his door was fine anyway. It's just a little scratch. I still don't get that. No one would see it. It's underneath the little bit that's like closed when the door is closed. It's not a big deal. Come on. You can just like, I don't know what you do, but you do something and it'll be fine. So, and that's how I see it. You should have told me. I have really strong arms. I just may scratch your car door. That is not the first time I did that. In fact, my mom says I was the most destructive kid out of her 4 girls. And I know I was. I was always breaking things. So, things are meant to be broken. I remember taking a sledgehammer to the entire driveway and busting up all the concrete in the driveway because I was looking for fossils. And my father came home and was like, his face just, again, he has never replicated that face. However, it's encouraging when your child is looking for fossils. I've just been a rambunctious child. What, busting up the driveway? It's all just stuff. Like, yeah, listen, if you really got it, you can afford to bust it up. The ones that keep it in pristine condition, you probably shouldn't have it. I digress. So, the distinctive sound is, and it's just a scratch. Nobody can see it. That's why I told him, and we still continue the date just fine. That will be another story, because that was like a dream date for any woman. However, to tune in and listen. To tune in and listen to that intuition or that voice or that push or that magnetic pull that just puts you towards a certain direction. And you tune in and you feel it and you just say yes. That is where portals open, doors open, life changes, opportunities that are perfectly for you are created and presented. However, if you aren't listening, you won't even know. And that's just the step before saying no. Because if you can't hear it, you don't know. But if you do hear it and you don't trust it and you say no, that's equal to not hearing it. It's both. It's being able to hear it. It's being able to tune into it. It's being able to trust it and just say, yes, it's not for me to figure out. Everything is figure outable. I will receive what I need. Yes, that is it. How do you tune in? You tune in by turning everything else down. That means the chatter in your head. Yeah. Exactly. He shouldn't have to worry about that. That's why I told him, you know what? You smart. You're knowledgeable. Because that's exactly what I told him. What, baby, you got me in the car and you worried about a scratch on the door? You got your priorities mixed up, honey. You got hope right here with you in the flesh. Nobody cares about that scratch. They are asking, who's that beautiful woman you got in the passenger seat? You got to understand what's more valuable. And let me tell you, I'm pretty priceless. And I laugh about this, but this is really what I say. And people look at me like, Hope, you are like really in your own world. Of course. What other world would I be in? The world that you worry about the scratch on the door when you got me? Come on now. Come on now. So, to tune in means turn down. That's right. That's right. Well, some of them do like to cuddle their cars. I don't know. Listen, I will change your life in every way, shape, and form. And I tell them this all the time. And they look at me like, Hope, I love you. And yeah, but that's another story. That's another story. I got bunches of stories. Okay. So turn down what doesn't matter. Turn down the chatter. And how do you turn it down? Sometimes it's meditation. Sometimes it's realizing what's important. Am I judging myself? That judgment can be loud. When that judgment is loud, you're not able to hear yourself. Turn it down so you can tune into you. Sometimes it's just what we carry. Sometimes we're carrying things that we don't need. Sometimes we're carrying burdens of others. Let it go so you can grow, so you can float through life, light. You can't be weighed down and be able to tune in. You have to be light and airy, like Hope. Turn down the judgment for yourself. Turn down anything you're carrying that no longer serves you. And choose to be open to saying yes. Thank you, Tony, for liking the live. That's what it's about. Choosing to be open. Choosing to be receptive. Choosing to be clear enough to hear it when it comes. And choosing yes. Otherwise, you're going to be in the Ford Fiesta. And some dude in the cherry red Ferrari with the top down is going to speed by with this beautiful girl named Hope. And that could have been you. But you tuned out. And because you tuned out, he tuned in. Listen to yourself, say yes, and trust it. Because if I didn't trust that magnetic pull, I wouldn't be wearing this hat and sharing this story with you. I wouldn't have secured several other events just from saying yes. Just because someone picked up the phone and said, Hope, I need you. Okay, like, what do you mean? You gotta prepare me for this. I got men all over the world that call and tell me that. You gotta tell me what this is for, okay? When someone says, Hope, I need you, that's not a random occurrence. That happens to me all the time, where I have to say, okay, no, I know you need me. Once a year, you say, Hope, I love you, I need you. I still don't choose you. You sure, Hope? Yeah, I'm sure. Go on with your life. Yeah, I don't even know I don't know about all of that. I don't know if it was a Testarossa, a Pepperosa, a Carterosa, a Chesarosa. I don't know any of that. And I do love a Ferrari, but I don't know it to that degree. You could tell me it was, and it really wasn't, and I would believe you. Because I don't know. Most people don't know anyway. It's like wearing a fake handbag. No one knows. And furthermore, no one cares. Again, that's another talk. However, say yes. Say yes to what's for you. Say yes to what feels good. And definitely say yes to dancing. Because my last TikToks, and I spoke about it earlier today, where I just healed while dancing outside in the sun on the beach, and that's my element. Those drums, the percussion, the African drums, and just percussion and dancing and feeling like my spirit, not even relating myself to being 12 or 8 or that. I just felt the freedom of my spirit being full. That's that alignment with that oneness where everything just starts coming. Like all those dreams, because you're so aligned, you're so happy, you're so filled with joy. You're not thinking about what you worried about yesterday. You're not thinking about, are they going to call me? You're not thinking about, it's the first, I got to pay rent. You're not thinking about all these all you're thinking about is, I am having the best time. I feel so good. And that void of worrying allows that just a little crack of the door to be open for these blessings, miracles, dreams, whatever you want to label it, to slip in. And I guarantee you, you can just bet on me. Hope is going to dance. They know me. Oh, Hope's, we have a show. If Hope's going to be there, you get good and gosh darn right. You feel this energy? That's because I'm out here. What's up? What's up? What's up? Yeah, I love the name. I relate to it often. I do like the ocean because she's in the ocean. However, I have to feel this to give this encouragement. I realize this is my gift. I gotta dance. It's not only my honor, but it's my duty to get down on it. And I'm not just doing a 2-step. Baby, I'm over here in the mirror choreographing a whole little 36 count. I don't know when I'm going to perform it, but I know when I perform it, I'll be ready. So somebody could say, whoa, I need to, what is that? That energy I need that. I'm going to dance. That heals. That shifts. That changes even your timeline. It creates the crack in the door and the portal of the life shift and the time shift of the destiny to say, yeah, she's ready. Yeah, she's aligned. Yeah, she's so happy she even forgot about what she's been worried about for the past 2 years. Give it to her now. It's time. She's finally you see that vibration she's feeling? You feel that frequency, that happiness, that spirit. Let's rush that manifestation or that blessing or that miracle. It's time. That's when it happens. But it will only happen when you say yes. Say yes. Be open to saying yes because you're listening and trusting yourself. You gotta listen. A lot of times, do less and listen more. Do less and listen more. And there is a possibility that as you're listening, you will hear it. And then you'll remember, Hope said to say yes. And I just had this crazy thought. You are welcome. And so are you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love that. When you're still, that's when that answer comes. So do less. Do less and listen more. When it comes, say yes and be prepared because it will all flood in. It'll all flood in. The key is just to be in that vibration, alignment, elevated happiness where you are so full of joy and enthusiasm and vibrancy and robustness and growth and glowing and inspired and spectacular and excitement that there is no other reason for you to have what you seek because you're just a vibrant ball of happiness. It just sticks to you. You dancing with your arms up and your eyes closed, and then you open your eyes and you know something in you has changed. And I can only say it because I've done it. So say yes. I love that. Hi, honey. Say yes. Become clear. Do less, listen more. And when it comes, say yes and trust. I did it. I didn't know why, but I'm going to this event. I didn't question it because I've done it so many times. I know how this works. But sometimes we need to be reminded. We are the solution. You are the solution. You are always the solution. You have always been the solution. Thank you. I do too. I love my teeth too. Thank you. We have always been our solution, and you have everything you need for anything you encounter in life. However, oftentimes you don't know until you encounter it. So relax. You got it. You are the solution. Relax, be still, do less, and listen. And when it comes, say yes and trust. Because that's for you. And you'll know, it'll just connect. It won't be fearful. It'll feel like I don't know, but I do know. So, yes. And feel inspired. Even if I'm speaking too much, I'll say, okay, I don't want to write today. I'm not going to speak. I'm going to ride my bike. I'm going to do cartwheels. I'm going to paint. What can I do to make where I'm not thinking about anything productivity and I'm in a heightened state of happiness? I go do that. And then I become clear and happiness flows back in. Sometimes you just got to play. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. And it is a mess, honey. But it's a beautiful mess. It's a well-curated vintage mess that is beautifully assembled. Yeah, and it's because I've done a lot. Listen, I've lived. When I tell people I've lived a colorful life, I have. Part of this, one of the stories is on my TikTok page. I've been kicked out and banned out of a country. Who even has that story? Hope does. Because I just tried, like, I can find the solution. Sometimes, well, I've always been the solution. But I've lived a pretty colorful life. However, yes, I am a goddess. I have accepted my role of goddessness. I'm newly. Someone said, "Hope, you know you're a goddess, right?" I said, I just saw the sun. I get it now. He said, but I know a lot of goddesses. You're a goddess in training still. You still have work to go. This is like a real conversation I had yesterday. I said, thank you. You were attracted to me to maybe guide in some way because I'm new to the goddess role. I'm here to share this information in the most eloquent, beautiful way through me, and I'm still navigating it. However, I've connected to the gift, so it is my duty to deliver it. Boom. With the Ferrari hat. And you know I didn't just take one hat. I took 5. I took 5 of the Ferrari hats. I did. And then I gifted some to my neighbors. But I will admit to everyone, I never take one of anything. Even at school, when they would say, Hope, take one Jolly Rancher, I would take a whole handful. So I had 8 green apple, 4 watermelon, 12 cherry. I'm taking a handful out of life. I'm not just taking one. Are you crazy? Why? That's dumb. I'm that annoying kid that would say, why? Why do I only have, why only one? There's many. And I'm worthy of all of it. So I'll take it all. Trust yourself. Do less. Listen more. And when it comes, say yes. Yes, awesome. Yo, this is why I always have my pen and paper. Awesome audacity. You have already signed away your rights, Yemaya. So if you see this used or spoken, you have no rights to any financial outcome. Awesome audacity. And also, I went to this event, and I go to events solely to take the pens and the thank you. And I love that you're full of sayings. That means that you're an intuitive listener. Because a lot of these mofos are boring. They ain't got nothing to say. I spoke about that earlier. Some of y'all are just boring. Like the things you talk about, girl, why I get up today. First of all, wait, I just have to address this. If you start this sentence with, tell me why, when I went outside, I slipped on a rock. You already told me why. Why are you starting the sentence with tell me? You just told me. I am a grammar person. I'm a word nerd. I actually get frustrated. If you say, tell me why, when I went outside, I slipped on a rock and fell. I can't tell you why. You just told me why. That's like improper way to build a sentence, but that's me. I accept it. It's okay. Yes. An intricate day. Yes, I love that. And not even that, I'm going to sleep. It's 12:55 a.m. my time because I'm in Hawaii, and I just had to get this message out. I said, this has to come out. The messages come at different times, and as a goddess, I do enjoy my rest. However, I'm spreading the good news. I'm spreading the word, and if it was helpful in any way, thank you, because you've aided to my being. You've aided in me. If you've gained something or gained perspective, because this is what I do. And I will always say, what are you the Beyonce at? I'm the Beyonce at this. Beyonce is Beyonce because not only the work she put in, she was destined to do that. Thank you, Frontier Concepts. However, she makes it look effortless. What do you have that you are the Beyonce at? Because we all have something. Even if it's making iced tea. Do it and do it well. Do it so well, they're like, I don't even know. I've been trying to make iced tea that good for the past 25 years. No, that's for them. That wasn't given to you. It was given to them. They make it look easy because they love it. It's a passion. They're connected. They put work into it, but it's effortless because it's something innate within. So find what you are your Beyonce at, and say yes when the message comes. Do less to receive the message. Let go of any baggage that you don't need, because if you're weighed down, the message can't always come through. And know you're doing perfectly well. There's no way you can fail. Even if you think you're off track, you're actually on track. It's not for you to figure out. It's for you to trust that you're perfectly placed in every moment in life. And even with my name being Hope, what would you do if you knew hope surrounded you in every moment? Would you doubt yourself? Would you speak the way you at times speak to yourself? You wouldn't. Everyone who came before you is always with you. So go, trust yourself. You're doing a great job. And be careful when you open a Ferrari door because they're very heavy. And if you're close to a sidewalk, it may just scratch the paint off the bottom of the door. But even that was perfectly placed because it added to my story. So there, you see? You see how I could just tie the... I mean, you're doing good, Hope. Look at you. You did a good job, Hope. That is me. My name is really Hope. Hope is speaking. Come on twice a day, randomly. I don't plan hours. No. So you just gotta catch me when you catch me. If you don't, I upload my lives onto my YouTube channel, which is Hope is Speaking, under the same handle thing. And I have a Patreon as well. And good night. Who you calling baby? I didn't say you could call me baby. Zane, how you calling me baby? You better call me Miss Hope. I didn't give you permission to call me baby. You see, sometimes you got... This has been fantastic. Be the love that you are, because we are a reflection of the love that we come from. And I prefer honey. Or be even more creative. I need something better than that, like my cinnamon stick or my Michelin starred creme brulee or something. Be the reflection of love of which you came from. Challenge yourself to say yes in this moment, in this day. Challenge yourself. Today, what can I say yes to? If someone invites you somewhere, just say yes. Just say yes. Stop saying no. And you've already been spoken to by Hope. So you're right on track. Until we meet again, which will be in a few hours, challenge yourself to say yes, and I believe in you. Ciao, babies. Go hydrate and enjoy the rest of the day, because the rest of the day is the best of the day, and it's getting better in every moment. It is. Goodbye.